Soul Simmers. Today I'm going to show you a speed build of a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, single-family home that I built in The Sims 4. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another speed build video. I am vstreetlove, also known as Vanessa. It should be I am Vanessa, also known as vstreetlove. This is my channel where I play Sims and where I also post some speed build videos. So welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you've joined me before. So today I thought that I would show you some of the build that I did for my Winters family. The Winters family is the family that I play now on stream. So if you are subscribed to my channel, you will see alerts for my next live stream. I think I'll be going live next week and continuing to play with my Winters family that is in this house. So I built this house for them because basically they got too many kids and their old house was just too cramped. They used to live in one of the starter homes that comes with growing together in San Sequoia. And I moved them to this lot here, which is where the Robles live, or used to live, I guess, in this case. And I built them a new house. I did this by finding a house plan on one of the house plan websites and basically modifying it for my family in The Sims. Now, it's so interesting recording speed builds and like trying to post them for YouTube, because nothing makes me feel more insecure about my building and decorating process than having to edit a YouTube video for it, okay? I go back and forth so often. I did my best to cut out a lot of just the nonsense that was this video, but you still see me going back and forth on everything from the floor plan to the color of the windows to where should the kitchen be? But I still wanted to include, some of me going back and forth so you can see some of my thought process, basically. And so, even if you have a reference photo or if you're working from a house plan, that you can still go back and forth and it's not a big deal. But it is helpful in my case to have some sort of reference. I find that I do make quicker decisions if I'm basically just copying a photograph. So here, I'm putting like the windows on my build, and I think I'm pretty much matching the floor plan that I found, but I did tweak it a little bit for my taste. Like I added in a fireplace because I thought to myself, when Santa comes, I want Santa to have a place that he can float in from, and he needs a fireplace. So that was one thing that I was thinking about. Oh, Father Winter, in The Sims. And also, like, I added a little back patio for them, which isn't explicitly like shown in my little reference photo. I decided not to show the reference photo in my speed build just because you don't really need it to get the point. The point is, go to Pinterest, go to Google, look up house plans, and find something that suits your needs. I was really focused on finding something with enough bedrooms. So the floor plan that I used, I think, has 5 bedrooms. I think in my intro I said this is a 4-bedroom house. Really, it's a 5-bedroom house because one of the bedrooms, I guess one of the rooms that you could use as a bedroom, I'm using as an office downstairs. So the way that the floor plan works is downstairs there's an office, there's the garage, and there's the primary bedroom, as well as the kitchen, dining, and living room space. And then upstairs I have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Now, one of the larger bedrooms, I almost split into 2, which is what you saw me messing around with just a second ago. And I decided not to do that. That's where the boys' room is going to be. And I decided I don't want to make 2 teen boy rooms. I'd rather just make one bigger, nicer room. And I thought that was just easier for me. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with the family that's going to be living in this house, let me just quickly break it down for you. So this is my Winters family. The Winters family is composed of Megan, who is like the mom, the matriarch, Cameron, who is the father, and 4 kids. So we have Archie, who's the oldest. He's a teen. Then we have Apple, who's the second oldest. He's a teen. Then we have 2 girls who are twins, Aaliyah and Autumn. And then we have a toddler, Ariel, a little girl. And then we have Aaron, who is the youngest. He's an infant. And that's the family. Now, I don't know what I just said. I don't know if I before said that there was 4 kids. There's 6 kids. I don't know what I said. And you know what? To be frank with y'all, I'm not going to edit this video edit this recording too often. You're going to get what you get at this point because this thing is long and I have a gist of what I'm going to say, but hopefully you can just ride with it. Okay. So yeah, anyway, so that's the Winters family. Now, if you watch my other series on YouTube, the Nectar Empire series with my girl Angelica is Megan's sister. So basically at this point on YouTube, my family gameplay revolves around this Winters family amongst 2 different households. I love them so much. It's so funny to think that when I first made them, it was before I started a YouTube channel, and I literally made them to make like a simpler gameplay, and LOL, they become so intricate and involved already in the year that I've been playing them on YouTube since I started my YouTube channel. So I love them so much. I love that I was able to make them a new house. They've desperately needed a new house because the house was just too small. And to be clear, when Angelica and Megan lived together, it was Angelica and Megan, and then Megan got married to Cameron. So it was the 3 of them. Adorable. So cute. Cameron and Megan had a baby. Again, so cute, adorable. And then they just kept having kids. And by the time I moved Angelica out of the house, there was, I think, 2 kids, 4 kids? I don't even remember. But the point is, she left, okay? And there was only so many children. And then as I've been playing Angelica in the Nectar Empire Let's Play, Megan kept calling and was like, we're thinking about having another baby. And I was like, this is ridiculous. The first time I thought it was funny because I knew I was going to play them again. And I was like, ha, 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 that'll just be so annoying for me to deal with later. Then when one of the more recent episodes of the Nectar Empire Let's Play, Megan called and was like, oh, we're thinking about having another baby. And I was thinking to myself, there is no more room in that household for them to be having another baby. So if Sims can figure that out, that's great. So I said, you decide for yourself. Okay. I didn't say no explicitly, and I didn't say yes explicitly. Well, when I finally am like, I'm going to go back and play with Megan and the gang, child, she was pregnant again. I guess there was room for one more sim. So now I have a full 8 sim household, and it's a lot. It's a lot to manage all these sims. I was getting frustrated with them last time I was playing with them, which is on my live stream. So if you are not already, make sure you are subscribed so you get notified of when I go live next. Like I said, I'll be going live again next week, I think on Tuesday. So subscribe now so you get the alert. I guess maybe you have to turn on alerts too. So subscribe and turn on alerts. But point is, I am planning on going live weekly on this channel. And right now I'm playing with the Winters family. So you can watch all the shenanigans in real time. The first time I went live with them on this channel, I think was a couple weeks ago. And, I was just playing around with them, raising the kids. Because I think the toddlers were still toddlers and now they are children. I don't know how old these kids are. I don't know their names. I don't know how old they are. It's too much. But basically, I was just raising the kids. But then this most recent time, I moved them into this house. And honestly, it was so nice to have a bigger house for them because they really needed it. Mainly, I needed the bathrooms. They had like 2 bathrooms before. Now they have 3 bathrooms. And the kids all have things to do in the house. And then most recently, when they moved into this house, I also ended up taking them on vacation because now Megan has like a midlife crisis where she wants adventure. I think that's the one that she got. So she wanted to do some camping related things. So I took them camping for Winterfest. That was fun. Actually, why am I lying to y'all? If you were there, you know that it was fun, but it was also a lot. Like, trying to manage the Sims right now is a lot when there's a lot of people in the house. Things get a little buggy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Things get a little buggy. Trying to tell the Sims to do something as simple as eating was a challenge. I don't know if anyone else is having this problem, but when I try to get my toddler Sim to eat some food, she refused to eat. It's like she would grab a plate of food and she would go sit on the couch, but then the animation wouldn't continue with her eating. So she just wouldn't eat food. It was really frustrating. By the end of the vacation, I brought her home, had her eat, and she was able to eat. So I don't know if that was a vacation issue or an issue with that world, the outdoor retreat world. I can't remember what it's called. Granite Falls. I don't know if it's an issue with going to Granite Falls or what. Which brings me to another thing I've been thinking about. Has anyone had an issue with Henford on Bagley? I tried to go to Henford on Bagley recently, and basically my game crashed. And I tried 2 or 3 separate times. My game crashed basically every time. And so that has been frustrating. I basically haven't gone back to Henford on Bagley. The only reason why I wanted to go there is so I could basically do some pseudo grocery shopping. But it was fine. I think I decided to just order groceries online and not even think about it any further from that. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm rambling. Actually, I know I'm rambling. But if you didn't come here to listen to me ramble, you're coming here to watch me make this house. So like I said, I got this house from a house plan website. That is my number one takeaway. If you take away nothing else from me, at least take away, you should be looking up reference photos for your builds, especially if you're feeling insecure about your building style or you feel like you need to improve your building style. I am definitely not the best builder decorator, but I feel like when I go into a build with an idea in mind of what I'm trying to do for my Sims, it makes it so much easier for me. So I tend to build when I need something for my gameplay. I'm also not afraid of just downloading something from the gallery and using it for my build. Just so you know, there's also something called styled rooms. So people save rooms on the gallery. So if you have a build and you're liking like your floor plan and you're liking the style of most of your rooms, but you need some help or some ideas of what to do in other rooms, go to the gallery and see what rooms people have saved. You know, they may have saved a living room or whatnot. I like to use the styled rooms that come with the different packs. So the ones that Maxis makes and includes with the packs, because it helps give me ideas of different things to do. For example, in the living room, I end up putting a built-in media center, and I got that idea from one of the styled rooms, and I love it. I'm like, oh, this feels realistic, like you might actually find in the house, but then also it's a great look for like storage, even though Sims don't really have things to store. If anything, they have things to display, and this media center also allows me to display things for them, which is great. Another thing I was having a problem with actually in the living room was seating. So the reference photo that I was using for the living room, which again, I did use a reference photo that I found on Pinterest. Basically, the reference photo didn't have enough seating for 8 Sims in the house. And I wanted to make sure there was enough space for at least like 90% of the Sims in the household to just sit down. And knowing me, I'm going to throw a party or something, and I'm going to need a place for everyone to sit down. So the living room at this point technically doesn't have enough seats for 8 Sims and definitely not for more than 8 Sims, but it still looks cute and I'm happy with it. Now this, what I'm working on right now, is like a built-in in the office, and I love this. This also came from a reference photo from Pinterest, and I'm so happy that I found it. Once again, I love me a built-in, so it was great to find that picture and basically plop in some books. When I get back to the gameplay, I'm sure there will be collectibles and things that I want to display. So I didn't fill the shelves with stuff because I'm going to fill it with things that they get from gameplay. Also, I want to fill it with family photos. So in the house, I didn't put a ton of things on the walls because I want to put more photos from their lives. The most recent photos I have for the family, I think was like Megan and Cameron's wedding. I have Megan and Cameron's baby shower, Angelica's graduation, and Megan and Cameron's wedding. Those are the only photos I have. And that was before they even have kids. So now they have 6 kids. And I don't have pictures of any of the kids at this point. So I want to make sure I take some pictures in game to decorate their house with. That's what I want to do next. I'm also thinking about downloading some pose mods, but I don't know. I feel some type of way about pose mods. Well, actually, I feel some type of way about mods in general. I like to play the game with as little mods as possible in general, because I don't know. That's why I have so many packs. I'd rather just play with what Maxis gives us, and then I don't feel the desire to have anything more than really what they have sold to us, basically. Unless I'm looking for something like super specific, and most of the time I'm not. And I think that comes from not building so often. When I do build, it's pretty simple, like this house, right? Like it's nothing too elaborate, so I don't need anything too elaborate. Anyway, so now I'm working on the primary bedroom. This is the one that's downstairs. It's kind of a small bedroom, to be honest, and I was debating whether or not the primary bedroom should also be upstairs with the rest of the bedrooms, but I decided that it's fine. I'll leave the primary bedroom downstairs, even though it's a little bit small. they just need a place to lay their head. You know what I mean? And then upstairs is where all the kids will be. They each share bedrooms. And I was like, that it is what it is. I could have made a bedroom for each individual child, right? Like, we were building a new house. I didn't have a real regard for budget because they couldn't afford to buy this house in the first place. So the budget was not even a real thing. I tried to make it, quote, affordable, end quote, but like not really. I could have made a bedroom for each of the kids, but I thought to myself, I don't want to decorate a bedroom for each of the kids. That sounds like more work. I just want to get this house done, make it cute enough so that I can play in the new house. That's all I really wanted to do. I know that some people are like super into like decorating and build by. I used to think that I was like that, but I think these days I'm more of a gameplay simmer. I'd rather play the game and see my Sims grow up and have them do different activities together. I'm not necessarily in my build buy bag these days. Just, I'm trying to get it together. I do want it to be cute, but I'm not trying to spend all day doing this. Not like when I was like 12 years old. Okay. When I was 12, I had all the time in the world to just be, decorating and moving things around. Or even when I was like a teenager after Sims 3 came out and you had that selector tool where you could match the fabrics and the exact wood colors and all that sort of stuff in Sims 3. What was that? Color wheel. Oh my gosh, the color wheel everyone talks about. That was crazy. I would spend a lot of time just matching everything perfectly together. But these days, I don't have time for that. The only thing I do wish that we could do with Sims 4 is change the fabric of things and the wood color of things separately, even if it wasn't a color wheel. For example, when I start working on the girls' room, the bed's wood is different. Even though it's the same set, the wood is different. And I'll point that out when we get there. But here, I'm working on the nursery. So the nursery is where the youngest kids are going to end up sharing a bedroom. Yeah, I mean, I think in real life, most people would separate like genders and that sort of thing, but this is Sims. That doesn't matter. Also, gender separation for bedrooms doesn't matter IRL anyway. But still, in this case, I was like the youngest, since they're so close in age and they're just the littlest, they'll share this little room upstairs and I will deal with it later when they get older. Okay. But I thought this was super cute. I also ended up using a styled room for the decorations there. Because I needed some ideas of how to decorate a nursery to be a sorta like just young toddlery kind of room. At the time, Ariel, who's the second youngest, was an infant. That's why there was a crib in that room, but she is a toddler now. Now this is the girls' room. The girls' room and the boys' room were my favorites to decorate. They were just, it's so cute to kind of like make up a theme for them and to decorate everything for a theme. So the girls' room theme was just kind of like, I don't know, girly, clouds, flowers, that sort of thing. Just everything had to be like pink and purple and cutesy. That's what I was going for, and I had a lot of fun doing that. But if you can see the bed, you see that right there? How the bottom bunk bed is a lighter brown than the darker bunk bed? That's what I'm talking about. I want that to be darker brown, but then I want the sheets to stay the same. And if I want different sheets, if I want the darker brown, I have to use different sheets. And I didn't want to do that. So I just said, screw it. It's fine. It doesn't match. It doesn't need to. I was also going back and forth with the rugs. I was feeling rug layering in this house in general. So for the girls' room, I decided to layer like that polka dot rug. And then I was going to use the flower rug, and I thought that was really cute. I ended up using the little cookie cracker rug for the reading corner. And can we talk about that real quick? Kids' room reading corners is totally my thing. This is the second little reading corner that I have made in my Sims kids' rooms, and I love it. I love it as a concept. I think it's super cute. And I need to make sure that the girls are sitting in that little hamster seat and reading, because they need practice their homework and practice reading and stuff. I just thought that was so cute. I also end up putting in a dresser in front of the little height chart thing, which I kind of thought to myself, like, that doesn't even make any sense, but it is what it is. And I put in this high school years mirror, and I thought that was so cute. Now for the boys' room, I basically made the boys' room black and white with pops of color in the posters. And I just thought it was so cute because Archie, the oldest boy, he is a little bit grungy. That's his aesthetic. I wouldn't say that this bedroom is super grungy, but it's like, I don't know, it's a boy's bedroom. That was the idea. The other thing is, I decided that Archie, since he's the oldest, is going to have the bigger bed, which is like the lower bunk. And then Apple, who's the second oldest, he can have like the top bunk, which I feel like is the bunk that kids are usually fighting for. So he can have the top bunk, but Archie can have the bigger bed. And again, I could have given them each their own room, but this is more fun to me. It's more fun. I can make it cute. They can share a bigger room together. I put an activities table in their room. That's what that like wooden table and chair set is. It's actually an activity table. I end up changing that. But I was like, what do teenagers do in The Sims? Like, truly, I have no clue. I put a guitar in their room, but quite frankly, I don't even think either of them like music. I would have put video games in their room, but I put video games downstairs in the living room. So I was like, I don't know if I should have two things of video games. So I decided to just put the activity table. And I thought, everyone in the house can play with the activities, but at least there'll be something for the teen boys to do. So that's it. Okay, y'all, so here's the build. This is the Craftsman Unfurnished is what I think it's called on the gallery. So let me just quickly show you what it looks like on the inside. Like I said, this is the unfurnished version. So when you walk in, there's like a little entry foyer. Then to the left, there's a dining room, there's the kitchen, there's a bathroom, and then there is the office. Down here is also the garage. This is where the living room space would be, and this would be the primary bedroom space. Or if you decide that you're going to download this and you just want this to be just another regular bedroom, this is the bedroom that's downstairs. And then when you go upstairs, when you first come up the landing, this is the big bedroom. Then there is the bathroom that is upstairs, the smaller bedroom, and then like the medium-sized bedroom. So that is the house unfurnished version. This is how you can find it on the gallery. It's called Craftsman Unfurnished. It uses these packs. And yeah, so then let me show you the furnished version. So here is the furnished version of the house. I'm going to show you what everything looks like. First of all, they just moved into the house. So I added some boxes here, which I can get rid of before I upload it to the gallery. But let me just show you now with everything decorated. When you walk in, you still have the entryway. Then there is the dining room over here to the left. We have the kitchen over here with all the decor. Then over here, we've got the office. And this is, I just love this with the built-ins and everything. And as you can see, I already started putting in some photos, which I will remove before I upload it to the gallery. We have the bathroom here. And then we also have the living room that is already feeling like super lived in with all the kids' toys. And I still have boxes here, like I said, because they just moved in. Out here, we've got the garage with the robotic station that Cameron needs for his career, as well as laundry is also out here. And then I have some of the new objects from For Rent. So the water heater and the functional electrical fuse box. This is the primary bedroom downstairs. I really like the way this ended up turning out. It feels very cozy, but still very cute and mature for the parents. And then their attached bathroom. So then when you come upstairs, we have the landing. So this is the upstairs, basically the open hallway. Again, I've got boxes up here because they just moved in. I also put in a desk so that one of the kids can do their homework if they want to do it up here. When you come off the landing, this is the boys' room. Again, I think it's super fun and, kind of like a teen boy aesthetic with the skull rug and then the decorations on the wall being a little bit more colorful, but then everything else being black and white. This is the bathroom that's upstairs. And then we have the nursery. Again, I think the nursery turned out super cute with like the grass wallpaper and the giraffe. Now, instead of the crib, I've got the toddler bed in here, but then the crib for Aaron since he is now an infant instead of being a newborn. And then lastly, I've got the girls' bedroom, which I just love this so much. I feel like I would have loved this as a kid. It is super cute. I love the addition of the high school years mirror here. It does clip into the curtains a little bit, but I couldn't pull it out more without it getting in the way of the door. So that is everything. Oh, and then also quickly the backyard area. I don't even know if I showed this in the speed build. But I have a little counter out here in case they want to put something out to serve. But otherwise, that's everything. That is the build. And this is the furnished version of this build on the gallery. It uses a lot more packs, okay? But I was doing this for my personal gameplay. So I provided you the unfurnished version and also the furnished version if you want the same house that I built for me and my gameplay. Also remember that I am playing in this house on my live stream on this channel. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, like this video, and turn on the post notifications so you know when I go live next. Other than that, enjoy playing Sims, y'all. Dag dag!